Vehicles come lock stock off the dealer's showroom. The riders aren't allowed to modify the engine at all and must run a treaded street legal tire. With the machine so closely matched, it ultimately becomes a test of rider ability. Rider number 24, Ruben McMurder, has qualified on the pole position aboard his Honda RC30. Michel Mercier will carry the number 1 plate on his production Suzuki, as will number 101 Steve Dick, who has also put his Suzuki on the front row. And Tommy Douglas, number 2 on a Yamaha, completes the front row for our event. Now here's Craig Hill.
The riders are set to start this production event that begins with a standing start, quarter-mile drag race to the first corner.
Riders off the line. Tommy Douglas, number 2. Steve Dick, number 101, running side by side. They'll spread 5 wide. Now bottleneck down into that hairpin turn. Riders jockeying for position. And we've got riders going wide. Riders tucked in out of the hairpin. Up front as they head for the chicane here on lap 1. It's Michel Mercier, number 1, out in front. Side by side for second. It is 94. Richard Gref in the number 2 spot. Then 97. Miguel Duhamel on that bright lime green machine. There's Gref to the inside of Mercier. Going into the ball, but he wasn't able to get around the defending Canadian champion. Mercier, who began his racing career on production machinery, no stranger here to the 750 Suzuki. Off of turn 7 in the ball, they'll come under the bridge here and on the front straightaway. It's Mercier leading, number 94, Graf in the second place spot. 97, it's still Miguel Duhamel up there in the third place spot. Here's Duhamel, again trying the outbreaking maneuver at the top of the straightaway going into the hairpin, but did not get around.
Well, Pat, this is proof positive that production racing this year is going to be a hot item because we've got so many pros that have come from the superbike back into production racing. It's going to be an interesting season.
Well, there is a surprise. 94, Richard Gref running out in front. I don't think anybody would have given the nod to Gref, but the second-year pro rider, a top amateur a couple of years ago, is really putting on a tremendous ride. He made a beautiful pass on the inside of Mercier there going into the bowl as they come on the straightaway. Gref will lead it. Mercier in second, Duhamel right there in third. McMurder moving up now to challenge Douglas for that fourth place position. They're side by side on the straightaway, 3 wide into the hairpin. Gref holds on to the lead. Mercier right there in second. Here's Duhamel on the inside of Mercier. He will pick up that second place spot. And the partisan crowd here at Sanair loving it. Quebec riders running up front in the top 3 positions.
Well, Pat, let's not forget about the guys just behind them because McMurder has been really riding smooth this year. And I'm sure that he's going to get up with that front-running bunch very, very quickly here.
Richard Gref, your race leader, as they run it through that stock car oval that's part of the road course here at Sanair. Miguel Duhamel in second, Michel Mercier third. There's Ruben McMurder. He has worked his way up into the fourth place spot, and Mercier makes the move up to the outside of Duhamel. He'll retake that second place position. Onto the straightaway, the riders will actually try to run right in the tire tracks of each other and draft here on this drag strip straightaway. Mercier picks up the draft on number 94. Gref going into the hairpin. He's got the lead. Mercier drifts out a little bit wide. Gref to the inside will retake top spot. What action there, Craig Hill at the hairpin.
Oh, you bet. And look at McMurder up to third now. He's on his high horse now, Pat. He's going to be on his way. I'm sure of that.
At the chicane, side by side, Richard Gref will retake top spot as they break to go back into the stock car oval. Number 1, Mercier right there in second. The third place rider, as you said, 24, McMurder now is on the march. He has put that Honda RC30 into the third place position, and he is closing on the front running 2 Suzukis of Richard Gref and Michel Mercier. Just a couple of bike lengths, they come under the bridge. Again, Mercier up on the outside will retake first. Onto the straightaway, Gref, and there's the rider crashing at the hairpin. It is rookie Steve Boxey, number 18. He looks as though he'll be okay. Mercier and Gref still going at it. There is McMurder. He continues to close, and Mercier got into a bit of a wobble. He gathered it back in. Holds on the top spot. Gref still trying to chase him down. Back into the oval. Number 24, McMurder has closed on Mercier and Gref. It is now a 3-rider race. Tommy Douglas just a few bike lengths back. He is right there in fourth. And number 97, Miguel Duhamel, back in the 5th place spot. There you can see the front-running 5 riders and the fans on their feet watching a tremendous Pro 750 production race here at Sanair. Single file on the straightaway. McMurder now pulls out of the draft side by side with Mercier into the hairpin. But again, Mercier and Gref will hold him off under braking. McMurder back down to the inside. He'll take away from Gref. It has been back and forth here throughout this one. The riders swapping positions back and forth up front, out of the chicane. Mercier, your leader, 24. McMurder in second, side by side for third. As Gref holds on to that third place position, Tommy Douglas, number 2, runs in fourth, and then it's Miguel Duhamel, number 97, back there in the fifth place spot. Gary Goodfellow, who had to start right in the back rank, he's done a good job. He has worked his way up into the top 10. But Gary having his problems, and there is McMurder taking the lead away from Mercier with a beautiful pass to the inside. The blue and white last lap flag is out. The train of 5 production machines now split apart as each rider looking for his fast line into the hairpin, and McMurder will still hold on to the lead. Gref right there in second, now to the inside. Mercier will pick up that second place spot as Gref left the opening to the inside. Mercier pounces on it to pick up the position. Out of the chicane, Ruben McMurder on the Honda, number 1, Mercier right there in second on the Suzuki. Then it is Gref 94, and number 2, Tommy Douglas, really having a war here for that third place position. Douglas on the Yamaha, and then number 97 there in that lime green Kawasaki's Miguel Duhamel. Less than a lap to go, just one corner coming on the straightaway. Number 24, Ruben McMurder, makes a quick check over the left shoulder, and he will win it as the checker flag is out. McMurder, your winner.
And as usual, the crowd just loves it, Pat. A terrific pro production race at Sanair. And here are the final standings with fastest qualifier Ruben McMurder winning it on the last lap. And it's great to see new names up there with Gref, Duhamel, and Mike